action plate. You know what I mean? But the last thing I'm gonna say on the matter is another thing, man. This I'm gonna say this directly to the women, man. Y'all, I feel like women sometimes will protect the abuser while disrespecting the protector. And what I mean by that is, it's like you'll talk super crazy to the man that'll lay it all out for you. Super crazy. This man willing to risk everything he ever worked for because he love you. And you'll talk to him like he don't mean shit to you, right? But then, even in the eye of the public, y'all break up, you're going to find every way in the world to try to bash this man, make him look like he wasn't a good man because you don't just want to admit that you fumbled, you dropped the ball. But it could be the guy that did you dirty, did everything under the sun to you to just treat you like shit. And you ain't saying nothing about him. You only want people to know that this shit happened to you. You only want people, and you could look at how I was protecting my own self because you want to protect your image and how people look at you. But at the same time, in turn, you disrespecting and destroying this good man character while allowing a motherfucker that really was on shit with you to get away scot-free. And it's like, when I say protecting the abuser, I'm not even going as far as like on some like, I'm simply just saying it could be mental abuse. He ain't even got to be physically, but he could have just not been. He could have been all of those things too, but just not even been. But you gonna turn around and a man that really will lay it all on the line for you, you gonna disrespect him and treat him like shit while letting a motherfucker that fucking put your face in the mud get away without no consequences or repercussions. Why? Because they are wired to move like that. Like you feel like if they can feel like they gotta escape you, they don't want to talk about it. But if you try to escape them, or they're gonna try to tear you down on your way out the door. And it's crazy that it's like that, but history would tell a story every time. Most of the time, the man that's trying to leave getting destroyed. Child support, alimony, restraining order. Oh, this. Oh, now all of these accusations and all this stuff to come out. The guy that they trying to get away from, quiet as kept. There's nothing to talk about. I mean, just quietly get away from this guy. I don't even want to talk about it. I don't want to tell nobody what happened. And in turn, you destroying the protector while protecting the abuser.
So you said the person that will leave them
is getting destroyed.
Or the person that they will leave.
It's quiet. Nothing to talk about.
So I get, but I guess what I'm about to say is probably more so the minority situation. I guess they would probably say, "Well, I'm leaving this person because it was a problem, so I feel maybe."
So why not talk about the? Why you going to talk about the person that wasn't a problem?
Because I'm worried about the person that was a problem. I'm not worried about the person that left me because he's not a problem.
So you're protecting your abuser while
right. But is it?
Protector.
Yeah, but is that kind of like understood because one was an abuser?
Well, you saying it's just justified?
Understood.
I can understand their where they land on it,
but it's not justified.
That don't make it justifiable. It's like if that's the case, let them both walk away.
Right.
Why do you got to come for this motherfucking character? He been nothing but good to you, even if he had his shortcomings.
Why is it just because he left he a protector?
No, so that was the end all for that particular
okay.
The protector, just the fact that this person will lay it all out for you. He not doing all these things to you. He not putting you in these fucking predicaments. And somehow, even if y'all don't break up, you still talking to him crazy.
Fair.
Even if y'all don't break up, you still fucking, you know what I'm saying? So it's more like that when I say the protector part. But the leaving part was just me concluding that particular stance.
No, I see where you're going. I got you. Okay. So the reason why I even asked you about the absence thing, I know one, you've done fast.
That was abstinence?
Yeah.
We got there?
Yeah. I know, you have fasted and, you always say you're not a pressed person. You
have fasted, not have-assed it.
You have fasted.
Yeah, I know.
You're a marriage-minded person. Because even though I'm married now, I would never describe myself as a marriage-minded person or whatever. Yeah. So
he said, I married my wife because she made me. Say no.
Absolutely. I'm a victim. But so I think I expected you to say, like, no, like if we locked in, I really fucked you, clearly have some intangible values, whatever. I may not like it, but I don't think I would discard it because I'm possibly throwing away my wife, whatever. Like, so who knows where that could go.
Yeah, I'm not throwing away my wife for no pussy.
Yeah.
Whether it be for another woman's pussy or the lack thereof, her giving me hers. I'm not doing that.
And I guess
I'm not gonna not try. That don't mean I'm not gonna try though.
Right. And I guess you wouldn't know the sustainability of it.
We had to go through it. Because that'd be capped. If I got on this camera right now, I'm like, yeah, you know what? She said she waited until marriage. I could do it. I don't know. Right. All I could do is renew the respect of her wish every time I try and she say no. But I'm going to try. But every time she say no, it's like, damn, I forgot she said. Now it comes down to sustainability of my effort. Do you not want me to try? What if she start to feel, why you keep trying? That means you weakening. We getting closer. Halfway there. Because I can respect your decision, but if it doesn't match mine, I don't have to not do what I want to do. I just gotta respect your, turn down. It's like motherfucker knocking on your door trying to sell you cookies. You know what I'm saying? You can say no every day. You can't tell them to not knock on your door and try to sell you cookies. Like it's just that simple. It's like they're like, well, it's my property. If I say don't come around here no more, you could say all of that. You know, you can just probably just not answer the door, but you can't stop somebody from doing what they're trying to get across, which is like for me, but it's not the main pillar. So I'm not going to give up on my wife for pussy, so which means that I don't have to go try to find other pussy. And that means that if I got a woman that say I'm waiting till marriage, I'm not going to be like, oh, well, because you're waiting till marriage and I can't have no pussy. And I'm using this word. I know that's probably going to burn some of the ears can't take it, but it is what it is. I can't have no pussy. That's not going to stop me from feeling like she's a wife candidate. I'm going to respect it. Because if she could stop herself from having sex with me, that means she has self-control. And I'm going to always respect the woman that got self-control. And I know it's easier for them to have self-control sexually, but not women they like. So I can respect that. You know what I'm saying? Okay. But we just want that not on my path. I'm going to try. I like to try it before I buy it. And, you know, that don't mean I got to have sex. Because, all right, so this is another thing I got to give myself credit for and being a minority at the same time. I don't have sex with any and every woman. There's so many women I can have sex with. I won't touch them. I got a high standard before I even think about giving I look at myself a certain way. But I don't even want a woman to have a story to say, yeah, I was able to sleep with him. It's not. I'm not just on that. When I was younger, it was different. It was a different race I was chasing. But now, because I'm marriage-minded, I understand that I'm not even looking to form them type of connections with so many women, right? Like, I had a thing where I said, like, even though it come down, it's it might be controversial. I don't care. I'm not giving a woman head unless, like, she my wife. Maybe my girl. But if I'm eat your ass, you gotta be my wife. So, like, I don't know. We gotta be going down that path. We gotta be together. Engaged. Something. But I'm not just giving a shorty head. Yeah, I'm not just giving a shorty head just because I'm having sex with you. You're not getting it. It's not happening at all. The moment you become my girlfriend, you become a potential wife candidate, I'll do it. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, for sure, because I ain't gonna say I won't do it for a chick that's not my wife, because, like, I'm probably extreme. But I'm definitely not doing it for a chick I'm just
You're not my girl.
I'm not doing it at all. And chicks out here, y'all watching this, you know. Like, it's not.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, and honestly, I don't even think they realize, because I got so good at doing other shit that I don't think that'd be like, I think they normally lean on that, not to make it about sex, but I think they normally lean on that when they feel like that's how they get they shit off, when a man don't really know how to, you know, get their shit off. But because I'm already found ways how to do that, that's like if I want to. And if we're not locked in, I'm not doing it. But I say all that to say, most men is irresponsible sexually. They don't reserve themselves in no type of way. And for me, I value myself to a certain extent. So I could be out here doing what I want, but I don't. So, you know, that's just a testament to the respect that I have for myself, you know what I'm saying, and how I want to be looked at. And even when I was in a relationship, I take pride in women that ever try to DM me, try to tempt me. They could say for a fact, this man has never entertained. It's not a woman. I take pride in the fact that it's not a woman walking this earth that could say that I was locked into a relationship and I was entertaining them. I was cheating, running around with them. I told you, I had my episodes when I had my first relationship. Ever since then, never. And even those chicks couldn't even say it, because I'm going to be real, not that this is cool, but they didn't even fucking know. But the fact of the matter is, it's not like, oh, my last relationship is a chick. I'm like, yeah, you know, I was fucking with her nigga. Nope. I take pride in that, because that's also a part of being a protector. I think that we often land on protecting and just being physical, but it's like, no, I'm protecting her peace of mind, knowing that I'm not carrying myself a certain way. I'm protecting her peace of mind, knowing I'm not putting myself in certain environments and predicaments, whether it be things that could be harmful or things that can be, you know, just like harmful in other ways, as far as in like sexual, stressful, whatever. So it's like, that's also being a protector. But I'm gonna tell you also, where as men, we could be protectors too. You know how I talked about a woman would destroy a good man on his way out? As men on protectors, we don't destroy the women. Like, we don't. Right. Like, that's the protector in. The protector in me is, you did so much nut shit to me. You did so much fucked up, lying, manipulative, deceptive, narcissist, all these crazy topics that's fucking trending and whatever the case may be. And I would never talk about this shit, because at the end of the day, I'm still a protector. Even if you're in a relationship with your woman, she can do all of, you married, she can do all the nutty shit in the world. You never gonna put her in a predicament to where though you make her character look fucked up. That's why it's easy for them to get looked at innocently, because as a protector, it's like, I'm not about to make, because at the end of the day, we feel like it still falls back on us. Because it still was my decision to be with you that led me to this predicament. So I can't get out of it and try to make it like you just fucked up person, because it's like, well, why you with her? So it's like, I gotta either try to do character management and help you better yourself, or I gotta leave you. Then when I leave you, I get looked at like the nut. So it's really like a funny ass cycle, but ultimately, you know, that's just what comes with being a man.
So I don't disagree with that, but I'm curious of your thoughts. So is it just the protector part, or is it men have more pride than women? Cause I always felt like when men
don't have more pride than women.
All right, yeah, so give me the full thoughts with this. Cause I always felt like, I never understood when women get cheated on, done wrong, whatever type shit, whatever. When they tell the whole world and they look fucking stupid, I never understand. I feel like when men, if they get cheated on, done wrong, whatever, niggas understand, like, me saying
that's
this
ego.
Okay, so it's our ego that they have. But I also feel women, kind of you said before, they have pride, but like, what is it that like, so it's just only ego that we don't want to be looked at. You got to
understand, they don't have ego. Well, they do, right? But not in the way we do, right? Because we have pride, but not in the way they do. So I tell you, when a man don't have pride, right? Or men have too much pride. Men have too much pride to tell us woman he's struggling. Damn, I can't really handle this shit. I need your help financially. It's a man's pride. Oh, this shit too heavy. I'm carrying all these groceries. I need your help. That's pride, right? A more mature man is like, yeah, I don't really want to talk about it, but, you know, fuck it, I got to. I don't want to put my whole family at risk because I got too much pride. But I'm tell you what, a man don't got no pride. Babe, I'm sorry. Whatever, I fucked up. Whatever won't happen again. Whatever I got to do, I got to kiss your feet. I got to fucking cater to you. I'm doing it. Let me flip it. A woman, get her to tell you she's sorry without saying, but. Let me know. I mean, I did that, but. I mean, it would have been, but. So, you know, everything that they say after I apologize is followed by but. It's always going to be justified by whatever it is in conjunction to you. But they don't have ego. Like, they're not really rooted by their status, right? So, like, their status is, whether they might think it's the money, but we don't give a fuck about your money. They might think it's the degrees. We don't give a fuck about your degrees. We really judging a woman based on the level of a man that she got. And it's like, well, why would y'all do that? It's like, because that show, it's like, that instantly could raise a woman's status, right? It's like you could be any random chick, but you deal with this level quality individual. That's her trophy. That's her claim, not to fame, but just claim to rise and outside of her individual accolades when it comes down to the whole societal perspective of when they look at a woman. How same way they might look at a man, how sustainable is his family. Look at a woman, it's like, all right, what type of man does she choose? Is he an abuser? Is he this, he that? Because this is the people, this person you're gonna mate with. So this comes down to directly to your ability to make certain type of decisions. And if the one that you make for yourself is not good, then there's gonna be a kind of just, you can foresee it being like you're just not good at making good decisions. But when it comes to their ego, it's more so when it needs to be, you know, all the attention they need, right? Where though for us, our ego is a part of our status, it's a part of our world position we find ourselves in. It's like, I got to do this because I want to be respected. And if I want to be respected, it comes behind me having these things. And we get fueled by that. It becomes weak for a man when it's like he operating from a space of needing validated. You know what I mean? When it's like, it's like a bubble. Anything you say could just bruise his ego. You know what I'm saying? But as far as in the pride part of being cheated on, the difference is they create community behind getting cheated on, where though we feel outcasted. Because when it's all said and done, we look at it like we shouldn't have been in that predicament. Our ego comes in and like, damn, that can't happen to me. I'm that guy. How the fuck did I get cheated on? Is this guy better than me? What? So that's the reason why I'm like, you know what? Quiet as kept. I'm not gonna say nothing because at the end of the day, by me speaking about this, it makes me show the weaknesses in me. Whereas though for them, it's like, oh, girl, come here. You're not the only one. We all been cheated on. It's all of us. Weakness, they get to utilize it as a strength. So I think that it's not that we don't share because of a pride. We don't share because of ego. The prideful part about it comes back to us not being able to forgive them. You know what I'm saying? Whereas though they can look stupid in front of people with the same nigga that cheated on them 20 times, like, I'm not showing back up with her. So I think that
to the community.
Yeah. And but at the same time, it's still a community. Whereas though for us, you know, we feel like, you know, it comes down to us being able to have good judge of character. They don't get scored in that way. Nobody look at them like, oh, you made a poor judgment of character. You should have known. We would like to do that, but it just don't happen. But for us, it'd be like, I mean, you knew she was like that when you met her. She was already on that. You should have never put yourself in that predicament. Or what did you do or not do? It's always come down to us.
To your point, I was literally talking to a guy. I was talking to a guy when I was getting married at my job. He's like, I don't know if he's trying to throw me off or whatever. He said out of reflex, I'm getting divorced. I said, oh, okay.
There will be weapons.
Cool. But recently he was telling me like some details in his marriage or whatever. And I couldn't lie. I'm gonna tell you the details, but by the end of it, or even in the middle point, I was like, well, it's your fault. You never should have kind of saw these things coming or whatever. So
nigga try to create community and still get held accountable.
Because the shit he was saying to me, I'm just like,
you just saw it from a mile away.
Why would you deal with all this? I don't understand. Like,
it do be extreme. Yeah, man, she maxed out all my credit cards. She got pregnant by my homie. Like, how long y'all been married? When this happened? 10 years ago?
How about this? He was like, we was together for 12 years. I'm like, oh, well, at least you had a good run. Like, you know, same time. I don't think it has to last forever. No, for real, we only been married for like 1 year. I'm like, so you stayed
for 11 piece?
Yeah, like, but you should, like, I'm gonna have to, you gotta hold that L, sir. Like,
absolutely.
Everything come after that, you gotta hold that.
Absolutely.
But she was doing shit like just being like verbally disrespectful, like calling him a loser and shit like that. And Exactly. First one is over. Yeah,
you got one time to call me out my name.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to call me nothing that don't identify my character. Not a weirdo, not a cornball, not a clown, not a pussy, not a bitch. I don't play none of that shit because I'm not going to call you none of that. So the moment you say that, yep.
It's my time, Philadelphia. Like,
put the mic down.
But it was a lot of this shit where I'm just like, yo, this is just clearly just not it. But, you know, at the end of it, to your point, I'm just like, that's your fault.
So it did. So you were the same guy to just tell everybody like, that nigga came to that consensus on his own. You know what? I'm gonna just hold that because I'm the one that put myself here. So I'm the one that need to know. You know what I mean? And even when we tell our homies, it's like we don't really feel judged because most of us have had it happen. We do feel salty though. It's like fuck. But one thing I will say, man, I do truly believe that you're not who you supposed to be or who you will be until after you get your heart broke for the first time as a man. And it's just about what you do with that fuel. Like, don't become bitter about it. Don't become a woman hater. Don't become, no, literally allow that pain. Because what happens is, I'm gonna tell you why men get their heart broke. I don't think men get our heart broke for anything other than the fact that we feel betrayed. And the reason being is because if you understand how a lot of men are inexperienced when it comes to having an understanding of how women operate, men enter situations thinking women operate under the same premises that we do. So they think they view loyalty the way we view it. They think they view respect the way we view it. They think they view love the way we view it. So when you're thinking of a woman and then you realize that she has the ability to be deceptive, manipulative, self-centered, all these different things, and it's like, yo, I didn't even think this type of human could exist. I thought that we was like locked in. Like, you thinking that like the relationship y'all creating is consistent with the ones you might build with friends and family. But in reality, the relationship you're going to build with a woman is different because who they become in a relationship is going to be different, or whatever case may be. The way, depending on their background, their trauma, and their upbringing, is going to determine how they enter the relationship. So a man get his heart broke simply because what he thought is not what it was. It's not even about the emotional side of it. It's literally the fact that I thought you had my back and you didn't. It's literally the fact that I thought you were loyal and you wasn't. I thought you respected me and you showed me that you didn't. And I didn't think you were capable. So it's an underestimation. So it's because it's like no different than when you get your heart broke by one of your homies. Like, damn, I ain't never think you would cross me like that. Damn, I ain't never think you would steal from me. Damn, I ain't never think you would betray me. I'm truly heartbroken behind this shit. So it's more of a betrayal thing than it is like, oh, you hurt my feelings. Oh, you wasn't loving me hard enough. It don't be that. It's literally simply because men underestimate what women are truly capable of, and their first exposure to it be during the heartbreak. Damn, this whole time she telling me she was going out with her girlfriend, she was going to go fuck off on it. The fucking part that destroy a man is when he think that that's what it always is, move forward. Oh, I can't trust no woman. Y'all all betray. They're like, y'all, they all capable of doing all of the same shit, but this is where you got to strengthen your discernment on being able to choose the character. Okay, how does she carry herself? How does she respect herself? What's the people around her doing? What they like? And how does she have, what type of accountable community is she surrounded by? That's going to determine her likeliness. It ain't going to say that's impossible, but it lowers the chances versus you just picking all of the same type of chicks and wondering why they all doing the same type of shit. It's like, bro, you fishing in the same pond. You need to literally go into a better ocean where the water is clear and not this fucking swamp that you over in. And the reason that the heart, the reason that the heartbreak, it hit so hard because, again, if you grew up your whole life thinking that loyalty was across the board, respect was across the board, only to deal with somebody and realize that they got a completely different definition about it, and again, you gave them that trust of saying like, oh, you do this, you could do that, and then they do some whole completely left shit, you know, who you become after that is who you gonna be. If you allow that to make you realize like, all right, you know what, I'm not gonna be that naive no more. A lot of men get their heart broke from being naive. They say, oh, they're like, oh, nigga get his heart broken in second grade and he never love again. No, that's not true. We love logically from that point on. We never love emotionally again. It goes to logic. It's like, okay, I know you capable of doing some shit like this. I know you possibly gonna do this. And I ain't even tripping on it. And because we not tripping on it, it's like, he too nonchalant. Get me a chalant, nigga. It's like, no. Y'all created this and y'all gonna deal with it. And it's not like I'm emotionally unavailable. I'm just emotionally mature now. I realized that I thought that you was an angel. It was no way you so innocent. It's like when a kid lie. You like, you little fucker. I never thought you was cute. I never thought you was like, wait, I thought you were a cute kid. I never thought that you were a liar. I mean, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, what the fuck? You're not a cute kid. You're a fucking manipulator. You were this. Oh yeah, no, that's not adorable no more. You fucking little motherfucker. So it's like, bro, rap though. It's like my own fucking kid, dog. Like, I'd be like, how, like, what the fuck? Like, Dad, I said, oh my gosh, yo, my counselor had to break that shit down to me. Like, yo, like, I'm like, I didn't want my kid no more. I don't want to talk to you no more. Like, you're a fucking liar. Like, you hurt my feelings. And it was like, ooh, like, I can't fuck with it. And it's like, I can't fuck with that shit, right? But it's like, she was like 6 at the time.
Their first words.
Like, you feel what I'm saying? So it's like, when I start to look at women the same way, it's like, that's how you refrain from finding yourself in a predicament where you kind of develop this disdain. But if you think that they ever going to change, you're going to always find yourself heartbroken. But the moment you stop being naive about the heartbreak, they won't break your heart no more.
Yeah, 2 things. To your point about the heartbreak or betrayal, one of my words I really like is disheartened. I think that's a good word to describe that type of stuff. Yeah,
disheartening. Absolutely. That's a good one.
And then 2, like I said, you was doing it, but just to wrap it up again, is like them 10 things.
Yeah.
What you learn from that cheating, that betrayal, this and that.
That's how you
10 things, move on.
And that'll shape you to be a better man. So don't underestimate what they're capable of. Take them for who they are, as they are, and give every woman opportunity.